If you are waiting for someone to teach you how to make easy money on the internet, you already started wrong. Because people who truly understand how money works are not selling miracles, they are building processes. And that is exactly what most people do not want to hear, because process is repetitive, it is boring, and it takes time. But it is the only real path. And while most people keep jumping from video to video looking for a hidden secret, there are normal people creating simple things and actually starting to make money. And I saw this happening up close with a brand called Xairth, a cosmetics company that literally started from zero. No big investment, no big team, just organization, division of roles, and smart use of tools that anyone can access today. Everything starts with a simple idea. In this case, it was a lip gloss, nothing revolutionary, nothing billion-dollar innovation. And this is where most people get stuck, because they think they need to reinvent everything, when in reality, they just need to execute the basics better. After that comes the part nobody shows, which is contacting manufacturers. Today, there are companies specialized in creating custom cosmetics based on what you want. You do not need a lab. You do not need to understand chemistry. You just need to ask the right questions and negotiate. And while one person handles that side, another can focus on branding and strategy, creating the identity, choosing colors, name, and positioning. And tools like Canva solve almost everything in a simple way, from product design to building a website. Yes, you can build a website inside Canva without knowing how to code. Then comes the basic structure of the business, organizing cash flow, controlling expenses, defining price and profit margin. And this can be done with simple tools like Notion or even a spreadsheet using Google Sheets. The problem is that people ignore this part because it does not look like money coming in. But this is exactly what sustains the money when it starts coming in. And at the same time, marketing starts running. And this is where one of the biggest mistakes happens, thinking that digital marketing is about showing up, when in reality it is about positioning, perception, and repetition. It is about presenting something simple in the right way. And today you can use artificial intelligence to speed this up, creating videos, images, and content much faster using tools that automate most of the process. And if you think this is something small, look at how big names started. Jeff Bezos started by selling books from a garage without knowing he would build one of the biggest companies in the world. Elon Musk sold his first project at a young age without any massive structure. Steve Jobs started building computers at home with a friend. None of them started big. They started by executing, failing, and adjusting. And as Steve Jobs said, simple can be harder than complex, because it requires clarity, focus, and repetition. Things most people do not have the patience to maintain. There are 3 clear paths to start making money today. The first is creating your own product, like Xairth, which is harder in the beginning, but gives you more control and higher margins. The second is working as an affiliate, selling products that already exist, which is faster to start and requires less structure. And the third is selling services, using a skill to solve real problems, video editing, design, automation, anything that creates direct value. And the most interesting part is that most people already know these 3 options, but still do nothing with this information. As Naval Ravikant said, seek wealth, not money, because money is just a byproduct of something you build, not something you find. And while you keep consuming content about making money, other people are applying, failing fast, learning fast, and starting to see results. And maybe the hardest truth to accept is this: you do not need more information, you need more execution. Because as Robert Kiyosaki said, the rich do not work for money. They build things that make money work for them. And in the end, it all comes down to a simple choice: keep watching or start doing. Because if a simple idea like a lip gloss can go from zero to a real business, then the only thing truly stopping you is not lack of opportunity, it is lack of action.